relationships. After you slept with a girl, you can choose what your relationship with her is gonna be. That means you can choose, are you gonna be like in a monogamous relationship, or are you gonna start seeing other girls as well? Or something else in between. Whatever you choose, it's very important that you do it from beginning. That from beginning you know exactly what do you want with that girl. For example, first month is very, very crucial. Because in first month, girl is going to get clear picture of what do you want with her and how your relationship in the future is going to look like. That means that whatever you do, you must pay special attention how those first few weeks look like. If you want to stay with a girl, just with her as a special girl, it means you must give her sex. You must sleep with her a few times a week. Why? Because that's the only way to keep relationship going. You need to sleep with a girl 2-3 times a week, if not more. If you don't give her that physical pleasure, somebody else will. So it's much better it's a you than somebody else. If you want to see other girls as well while seeing that girl, you must take care of your time management. That means it's not possible to see one girl for 6 days in a week and then still have a time for other girls. So from beginning, after you create a relationship with one girl, start seeing her once or twice a week, so you have time for other girls, so you have time to invite other girls in your life. Once or twice a week is exactly how much you should see her, if you want other girls in your life. Why? Every girl needs like 5-6 hours per day. That means you have like 2 days, you have like 2 girls, that means like 4 girls, 4 days in a week are used just on seeing girls. I'm gonna tell you one thing, and that is, once you start seeing other girls, more than one girls, your free time is gonna disappear. That means you're not gonna have any free time for other activities. This comes to time management. If you decide to just be with one girl, and that's your goal, have a relationship with one girl, then things are very easy. You just need to see her twice, once, 3 times per week, give her like 5-6 hours per day, have fun with her, give her plenty of physical pleasure, and your relationship is going to be happy. Once you choose to have more girls, you have 2 options. First, you can hide from them that you're seeing other girls. Or you can be honest about your lifestyle. I advise you to try both ways. Both ways works. You just need to find which one works for you. So try it. First, if you decide to hide that you are seeing other girls from first girl, you just lie. Say that she's a special one and you're not seeing anybody. There's one thing. It's going to be very hard to clean your apartment, to clean your place every time after one girl leaves. Because you're going to have plenty of things like earrings, hair lying all over the place. So as soon as one girl leaves, you need to clean whole your apartment. So the other girl is not going to think that you are seeing some other girls. So it's very hard to clean your apartment and to lie and to make everything perfect. It can work for a time. It worked for me. It worked for me. Still, there is other way. To be honest about your lifestyle. Saying, yes, that's who I am. I cannot be with one girl. I'm more open to multiple relationships. And yes, I love both of you. I love you and other girl. But that's the way I am. If you choose this way, you're going to lose some girls. Actually, you're going to lose some girls in both ways until you learn how to control it. Both way works. Being honest about your desires, about your lifestyle. It's maybe more congruent for somebody not. But if you choose being honest, then just say, yes, I'm seeing other girls, but I love you. And if you dump me, I'll cry. If she dumps me, I'll cry. There is one very important thing that you must incorporate into your relationship with a girl or with other girls, with more girls. And that is, you must create rules. Actually, not just with girls, even with other people. But people must know how far they can go in your life. For example, if you don't like something, you should tell them, listen, I don't like this. If a girl is late on every date, then tell her, you don't respect my time. And you know what? You did it 3 times in your life. First time, last time, and never again. One more time. You did 3 times in your life. First time, last time, and never again. That way she knows that she's not allowed to do something, whatever you told her. So for every bad behavior, state the rule. For everything that you don't like, say it and create a rule that you don't like it. People, just like animals, need to know how far they can go. If there are no borders, they're going to destroy your life. They're going to disrespect you. And it's going to be anarchy in your life. And you don't want anarchy in your love life. So it's very important to set boundaries, to state boundaries, and tell them how far they can go. Chapter number 10, sex. I'm gonna give you some sex tips. Very important. Because sex is gonna make some girls coming back for more. As you know, there are 2 types of girls. Party girls and emotional girls. You know, party girls, they go out just to have fun, drink, alcohol, drugs, sex. Well, emotional girls are more up to relationships. They search for a boyfriend. They like a long-term thing, and they are searching for somebody to connect. If you get party chick home for one night stand, the only way to create rapport with her is to give her good sexual experience with you. That is the only guarantee she's gonna come back for more. for tomorrow, next week, or whatever. With emotional girls, you need to play it more low energy. That means less high energy sex and more like love making. That means a lot of eye contacts during the love making, a lot of cuddling. Take care of her emotions, take care of her orgasms. First time you bring a girl into the bed, you don't need to try every possible position that's in a book. Always try to stick on 2 or 3 sex positions. More than that, it starts to hurt. It's like aerobics. So you don't need to do everything first time. Do few things. How to escalate. Once you have a girl at home, for example, you are watching a movie with a girl, she's next to you, you just need to put hand around her, start kissing her, making out, kiss her for like 5-10 minutes, and then start doing more like more sexual touch. Go for like more sexual body parts. Eventually you can go down on a girl. Don't try immediately to remove her jeans, panties, or G-strings, whatever she has on it. Do it slowly. Take your time. Give her a time. Give her a time till she becomes comfortable being intimate with you. For everything, you need to give her a lot of time. So do it slow. Don't be needy. Don't hurry. Step by step. That means first turn her on by kissing, then go more for like kissing other parts. Go down to the neck, then go down, lower down. Eventually, you can get to like start kissing her like more down. Spend a lot of time on every her body part while going down. Eventually, you come to the point where you're kissing her torso. You will see, if you just play down there, she's gonna alone remove her pants, jeans, whatever she has. You don't need to do anything. She is gonna do it alone. Because she will want to get more pleasure with removing things from her. If she doesn't do it after a while, of course, you must be a leader, initiate things. But one thing, don't be aggressive. If you see there is some resistance, step back. More kissing, give her more time, more even talking, creating rapport, low energy, then try again. Don't give up. Never give up. It's just like process. It's like a circle. You come to this point, the resistance, do a circle again until you succeed. Some girls need more time, some girls less. Depends by their experience. Same thing with getting girl naked. You can take off her bra. And one thing, you need to learn how to take girl's bra off. And one thing, try to learn how to remove her bra. It's the same basic principle on most of them. So if you learn how to do it, it's gonna save you a lot of time. For taking her off her panties, don't do it. She's gonna do it alone. You just play down there with your fingers, or you go down and eat her out. She will remove it by herself. Make sure you always pleasure a woman, because that is the reason why we are here. Otherwise, she's gonna find somebody else. So don't be ashamed for manhood, for brotherhood. Pleasure your woman every day when she's with you. Every day when you are with her. Make sure she orgasms. Make sure she loves spending time with you. Seduction, as much as sex, is about giving and taking, not just taking from them. It's about giving and taking. It's a yin-yang. That means that girl is there to pleasure you, and you as a man are there to pleasure girl. If you're coming from a mindset that you're gonna steal something from girl, that you're gonna trick her into sex, it's gonna be obvious. So always come from that mindset that you love to pleasure woman. That pleasuring a woman makes you happy. Then the girls will respond to you in totally different way. They will want to be around you. They will want to surrender their bodies and mind to you, my friend.
I think if a man comes then to the bar and starts to talk to me and says, Emilia, yeah, you're so pretty, or do you want to leave later on, or I don't know, something like that, I think that's pretty annoying.
I'm into that. I like that, and I like people that know who they are or who know who they are, and also know what they want to show other people or know what they want to be with their style.
I mean, if it's just a little chat, you know, I mean, you don't know the person very well. I mean, you can talk about what are you doing, what's your profession, where are you living, stuff like that.
It's a really nice feeling when you feel from somebody else that he shows you, just with how he's acting and how he's talking to you. It makes me a warm heart, actually, when I notice that the guy is into touching me and likes to touch me and likes to just go over my arm or over my hair or something, because it's nice and it makes me feel loved or be loved, and to be loved is always nice.
Hey girls, excuse me, sorry. Girls, can I pay you a drink or something?
Things you did wrong yesterday. There are a lot of things you did wrong. First, You didn't know what to say. So what we're going to teach, we're going to give you some openers, opening lines that you're going to use to open a conversation. Saying, hey girls, hey, sorry, I'm here. Can I buy you drinks? Is not good. So you need to engage them in conversation. Second thing, your body language was very weak, insecure. You're like leaning in. Hey girls, can I ask? Try to lean out. If they're not listening you, turn them around, open them. Leave your hands there. So they're going to listen you. Then you become powerful. Also, after a while, after 1 minute, try to get in on the bar and lean against the bar. That way, you are in position that you are preventing that they will ignore you. Also, you are showing authority, dominance, leadership, which is very important. Why? Because those three things will give you attraction. You will see after a while, they're going to start liking you. Also, you are asking way too many questions. Also, you are asking way too many questions in a row. Give them some time to respond on every question. Also, instead of asking questions, tell a story. Tell a story and then in a story incorporate the question. It's more natural way of conversation. When you're approaching girls, put smile on your face. You look way too serious. Maintain eye contact with girls, so they're gonna listen you. Look both of them. Look left girl, right girl. Hey girls, let me ask you something. Look both of them. Then later, after a few minutes, you can focus on one. Choose your target and focus on her. But after like a minute or two. In the middle, you pay attention to the whole group. And then you choose the one after a minute. Also, we need to change your voice. Your voice is like, hey girls, let me ask you something. It's like too high pitch. It's like a girl's voice. So, what we're gonna teach you is how to talk from your belly, how to get deeper voice, more man, more powerful, more masculine voice. It's very important because it gives you the confidence and this like masculinity. When you're approaching girls, you're like circling around them, like you stopped, you look at them, then you look down, and then you end. Girls can feel that. Whole room can feel that you're approaching them. So if you see a girls, take the shortest possible way to get to them. It means don't go around and do circles around down because they can notice you. One more time. Don't do circles around them and wait for a perfect, and don't wait for a perfect time to approach them. If you see two girls you like, take the shortest way to approach them. Don't wait too long. If they are talking, who cares? You're going to interrupt their conversation because you are much more important than their conversation is. If they start like ignoring you or like they start talking, just like shh, shut them up. Because what you have to say is more important than what they are like bullshitting. Pay attention to your body language and to their body language as well. How they are responding to you. If you see like you are too aggressive or like too dominant, and you see it's like causing some resistance, step back. Be gentle for a second. Change the story. See how that works. Always be flexible. If you see something is causing resistance, stop doing it immediately. If you see something is not working, it's good feedback. Change the story, use something else, try something else. Change your voice. Start talking slower. If you see you are making them nervous, start talking slower, more powerful. Also, you were shaking when you're touching them. You are leaning in. Hey girls, hey, can I please ask you something? Never be needy. And second things, never buy them drinks to create attraction. Buying drinks is not good. So forget buying them anything. You can buy it later when it doesn't matter. But in the first half an hour, forget buying. Drinks, cocktails, whatever it is. Even later dinners. She can pay one round, then you can pay next round. But never buy drinks in a hope she's gonna like you because of that action. It's very hard to pay for attraction. So try to create attraction with your personality, with your body language, with who you are, not with your money. You must be dominant, confident, relaxed in the same time. If they try to ignore you, turn them back. I'm talking, okay? You're gonna listen to me. State your rules. But be strong. Be sure who you are. You must know exactly what do you want to achieve when you're there. If your plan is to get a phone number, then you must know attraction, some rapport, take a phone number. If you just want to talk, okay, I'm going to open and just talk with 3 topics. Have in mind before what you're going to talk about. Not exactly stories, but at least topics. And also enjoy conversation. Conversation must be 50-50. In first few minutes, it's going to be 80% you, 20% them. After 5 minutes, it's going to be 50% you, 50 them. So give them a time to talk. Give them a time to respond. You don't need to talk all the time. Let conversation be normal, half-half. Make sense? Okay. Now we're going to teach you how to approach girls in a good way, in a dominant way, in masculine way, in a way that works. Okay? Let's go. First, hands on table, shut up for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, then say, hey girls.
Hey girls.
Hands, 3 seconds. Hands, 1, 2, then talk.
I need your opinion on something. I have a little niece and she's 13 years old and I need to buy her a present. It's her birthday tomorrow. So what do you think should I buy her?
Well, the CD maybe, or something, a dress, I don't know.
How much money do you have?
Yeah.
What would you suggest for a DVD or a CD?
Britney Spears.
Yeah, 13-year-old.
Yeah,
Anyway,
like
what
Britney
music
Spears.
do you like?
Rock music.
Rock music? Yeah.
Rock,
Yeah,
yeah.
rock. I like rock too. It has just a powerful feeling when you listen to that music. What do you like in rock music, personally?
The energy.
Say ah! 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 One out. Go. Slow down.
Hey girl.
Stronger. Stronger. Hey girls. Hey girls.
Hey girls.
Hey girls.
Hey girls.
Let me ask you something.
Let me ask you something.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Слева порук.
Hey girls. Let me ask you something.
Perfect. You, one more time. From beginning, one more time. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey girls, let me ask you something. My little niece has birthday tomorrow and she's 13. What should I buy her?
I think something pink, like some
Really?
CD.
I thought I should buy her a beer.
No, say, I thought I should buy her something like, no, I'm gonna say buy her a dildo.
Yes.
And I say, really? I mean, but she's just a 13 years old, she's still like listening music and, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Hi girls, let me ask you something. My little niece has birthday tomorrow and she's 13. What should I buy her?
Buy her a dildo.
Really? Oh, she's only 13 and she's listening to music.
No, don't touch her here, yeah, exactly.
Yes, okay.
She's listening.
She's listening to music and she's just...
Okay, that was not for me. So always try to be flexible when it comes to game. For example, if you're approaching a group of 3 girls, which is probably the easiest if you are alone. 3 girls. You approach, you talk with all 3 for a minute, and then you choose one. What's gonna happen? Those 2, they will start talking, and they're not gonna like interrupt or block or whatever. Okay, so you have one girl isolate, and you can like move her anyway. Okay, anywhere you want. You can move her anywhere you want. If you have like 2 girls, and you talk with both of them for like a minute, and then you choose one, other one is gonna feel bored. And then she's gonna take the other to a toilet or somewhere else, because she's bored. If you're ignoring her. So, every situation is different. Yeah. For example, you can say, hey girls, let me ask you something. My little niece, she's a birthday tomorrow. She's 13. I need to buy her something. What's the perfect present I should get for her? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Of course you're talking to me. Come here. I'm bullshitting. So tell me something about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Oh, let's see. Music that I like about you.
Music, rock music,
You listen to rock music.
Yeah.
What about you?
jazz.
Jazz. Wow. I mean, I really love jazz. I mean, like, I went a few times to jazz, to festival, but also there's a soul. I mean, you like soul?
No, I don't like soul.
You don't like soul?
No.
Why? It's like too much,
No,
too much.
it's too soft for me.
You're like, girl.
I like, yeah.
I mean, you guys are similar. I mean, she's listening to rock, she's much more expressive, or you're much more like...
Energized. or
Yeah.
something.
Anyway, what hand do you write with?
Right?
Let me see. Has anybody ever read your palm?
No.
Okay, I'll teach. See, there are 3 main lines. Your lifeline, your heart line, and your headline here. And see how you like, this line is much stronger than this. That means that you're much more like thinking with your heart. You know, when it comes to a decision, like should I be with this guy or I don't know, something else, it's not like logical, it's more like a how do you feel. It's always like, with you, it's always how do you feel in that moment, you know? And
You're
also,
wrong.
huh?
You're wrong.
Yeah, I'm always wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You know, like, when you're like a little girl, you know,
Yeah.
you always dreamed about Prince Charming. You know, he's gonna come into your life and take you. But you know what? It's also just
He's
like...
not coming. Is he?
But you know what's funny? You like more like dominant, strong guys than... I mean, you hate like those like nice guys who are always asking you questions like, "Hey, can I do this? Can you please, can we go to a dinner? I mean, it's disgusting. It's like, I mean, you hate it, you know, it's like... Enough about you. What about you? Let me see you. Ooh, strong life. What do you study? You study something like... You like a lot of... You like to think.
Yes, I do.
You are logical. You are more logical than she is.
Rational.
Yeah, more rational, more like, you know, you like to think about
That's
twice.
not true.
You're thinking twice about everything, and I don't know. I mean, what do you study?
Astrophysics.
Wow, stars.
Yeah, stars, physics.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, so you believe in soulmates?
No.
Okay, let me tell you something about medicine.
About medicine.
Do you know why people put a marriage ring on this finger?
No.
Have you ever asked yourself?
No,
I mean,
never, never.
You never. Okay, you wanna know the reason?
No. Okay.
No. Yes. You must
Okay,
say
yes,
yes.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
let me try again. You wanna know the reason?
Yes, I want.
Of course you want. Okay, so basically by old India culture, they used to believe when somebody puts a ring on that finger, you close that connection with your heart, because this finger has a blood vein that goes directly to your heart
Okay.
without separating anywhere. And they used to believe when somebody puts a ring on that finger, it closes that connection, so nobody can enter your heart anymore.
Okay.
But unfortunately today people get married because of other reasons, because
Yeah.
of money and I don't know, cars and career now. But it's funny because they used to believe that on the beginning of the universe, that every soul got few other soulmates. And that the purpose of our living here is to find one of those soulmates, connect with her, and live with her happily.
Ever
Give me your
after.
hand. Give me your hand. Put it here. You're gonna listen to me more. And your hand. Okay. So tell me, you are from
Belgrade.
Belgrade, both of you.
Yeah, both of us.
In what neighborhood do you live in Belgrade?
I live in downtown, Old
Downtown,
City.
Old City. Ah,
And she
yes.
lives in New Belgrade.
In New Belgrade.
New
That's
Belgrade,
beautiful.
yes.
So you're going back for summer to Belgrade?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes,
You're going
of
to go
course.
beautiful summer on Dunav.
Yeah.
Great. There are like two girls down there. Okay, go. So basically those two girls now are working on him. They are talking most of the time. And he's just being there. But still, he needs to be proactive. He needs to do something now. He's the one that's gonna point the direction and they're gonna follow now. Conversation is 50-50, which is excellent. This is typical situation where other girl, right girl, which is even bored a little bit, still she's gonna stay there and help him, help the other girl to seduce him. He's touching the left one all the time because subconsciously he knows she's into him, you know. But he's not paying attention too much to the right one. So at least like, I mean, it's not sometimes important, but in this case, I mean, why not? For example, you know, that's why I was pushing it, you know. Okay, now he's again hesitating, but he's gonna do it. Hands around them, perfect. A little bit dominant, not dominant enough, but still. It's enough dominant to capture the conversation. Now the key is, he needs to talk for like a few minutes, and then he needs to isolate those two girls, or one of them, to some other place. Move her around the club. See, playing with the hair from the right girl, we can see indication of interest, some. It's obvious from the beginning, you know, it's like, I mean, there's some conscious thing, you cannot control it. Yeah, take a look now what's happening. The right one is dancing and she doesn't want to interrupt the conversation with the left girl. The left girl is totally into him. It's a bottle war. It's obvious he likes her and she likes him. Take a look at the right girl. She is totally alone, like not caring what he's doing. I mean, she's gonna stay there. She's not gonna like be like a problem, you know. She's not gonna cause a problems for other girl to get together. It's like other girl is giving you permission. It's like other girl is giving you a permission. Yes, seduce her. I like you and she likes you. So she's gonna give you 10, 15 minutes of a time to seduce her. If you don't do anything in those 15 minutes, she's gonna jump in and take her away. It happened a million of times to me. So always, always, always be proactive. Do something. It's much better to do something, even if it's stupid, than not do anything. He used a logical excuse like, I cannot hear you, it's too loud here, let's go there. And he took them and went around the bar to a quiet area where he can order drinks as well, where it's more quiet, where it's more like a private, intimate to talk with her. It's very important to move them around the club because she gets comfortable with walking around. It's like you are walking through the world together. Basically, you are preparing her to walk outside from the club, two of you. So always try to move her inside the club a few times, which is just preparation, groundwork to take her out. Now he took much better body language, much better position, where he is sitting, leaning back, and she is forced to lean in towards him. So basically from outside, it looks like she is seducing him, which is excellent position. That's why it's important to control situation and to position yourself in a very powerful and dominant way. Yeah, now he's touching them, which is basically to get more comfortable them on touch. Which you're gonna see later is just preparation for kiss. He's touching them just to make more comfortable, just to make this first initial physical contact normal. Yeah, she's showing him a tattoo, which is basically one big indication of interest. Tattoos are usually very sexual. They're like sexy things. And if a girl is like opening her back and jeans down there around her panties to show you a tattoo, it's a very good thing. You can see that the left girl is much more, interested into him, and he now is doing a palm reading. And what's gonna happen? Now he chose the one, he chose his target, and the right girl is gonna be bored. Very bored. Yeah. So basically, this situation can be a problem as well, because if she is bored too long, she's gonna take the girl and go to a toilet. Now she's ordering a drink because she feels very, very boring. So in these situations, you need to, as a friend, you need to invite a friend. In these situations, you need to invite a friend. All your friends need to come and help you and take the other girl. That's why we have friends, to help us in those situations. He's doing a palm reading now, which is excellent place because there's a lot of light and it's very easy to do it. Palm reading is basically a cold reading, and that means that you are telling a things that's true for everybody. Now his friends arrived. One of his friends arrived and he's gonna take the other girl. What he's gonna do, he's gonna just keep her occupied. He's gonna talk with her so she's not causing problems for him. You can see how she's like preparing her hair all the time. Playing with her hair, like doing lipstick, which is default indications of interest. After 5 minutes, he needs to go for a kiss. He needs to again be proactive, leader, and start initiating kissing. Because if he doesn't do anything, in a period of 5-10 minutes, attraction is gonna disappear. Attraction is gonna fade out. And now what happened? He took her to other place in a club and he went for a kiss, which is excellent because his friend was still talking with other girl. And that's what we call isolation. You isolate two girls in two parts of the club. So basically they lose all the power that usually they have being inside the group. So whenever girls are inside the group, try to isolate them away from a group and then go for a kiss. Or even if you have some guts, if you're more confident, if you're more in advanced level of the game, you can go for a kiss even inside the group. How many times did you ask yourself what woman really want? How many times did you ask yourself why they don't like you? How you should approach them? What you should say? How to get a phone number? When to call her? Answers, my friend, are here. For example, I'm talking, you are a girl, okay? We're talking for like 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna say, you know what? This is a really interesting conversation. Let's continue this some other day. Here, write down your number. Yes, okay, whatever. Yeah. See, I never asked for a phone number. I didn't ask for a phone number. I didn't say like, can I please ask? Can you please give me your phone number or something? I said, you know what, this is a really interesting conversation. Let's continue this some other day. Here, write down your number. It's a command. Yeah. It's not a question, it's a command. Write down your number. Okay? And then she has the phone, okay? When you give her the phone, she's gonna write down her number and then save it and call her. That means once you get a phone number, her phone number, okay? Call her immediately, that same second, okay? What you are doing then? And then you just say, okay, here's my number. You are doing two things. First, you are checking is the number right. Did she give you good or bad number? Second thing, what you are doing is, once she rings, okay, she's gonna ring, okay, her phone is gonna ring. She's gonna run down, then say her like, okay, that's my number. She's gonna write down your number. So tomorrow when you call her, it's not some unknown number. You are already in her phone book. You are already in her phone book. Make sense? So whenever you get a phone number, immediately call her. So her cell phone is gonna ring. Then say, okay, that's my number. And I'm, whatever, Mark, John, whatever, okay? So she's gonna write down John, okay? Tomorrow when you call her, it's gonna be written John calling, not some unknown number. There's more chances she's gonna answer to John than to some like +388 whatever, unknown number. Plus, you know it's a real number or not. Then you can tease her if it's a bad number. Oh, it doesn't work. Try again. Okay? It's a good tip. You remember it. Did it happen to you that you got a phone number and then the girl doesn't calls you back, never, doesn't reach, no answering cell phones, phone calls, nothing, SMS messages, nothing? Happened to you? Okay. Why? It's basically because, situation like this, girl, you are in club, okay? And she likes you, she's like totally into, she's playing with her hair, she's like leaning in towards you, okay? And now you think, okay, this is game over, okay? And you get a phone number, and tomorrow you call her, and she doesn't answer, she doesn't pick up her phone. There's nothing, totally like zero. Why? Because you're still a stranger, my friend. You were focusing on attraction. You created attraction, feeling in her body. But you didn't create a rapport, connection. So take a look. She liked you. But she comes home, she takes a shower, she takes a nap, she wakes up tomorrow morning. There is no feeling in her body anymore. New feeling comes, whatever, maybe she feels pain in the morning or something else. Emotion can change like this. You just create one emotion, which was attraction. But there was no rapport, trust, comfort, connection. So tomorrow morning, you were just the guy that she was horny for. Tomorrow morning when she wakes up, she's just some guy that she liked. But she didn't get to know him. So of course you have flake. That's when you focus on attraction and not on rapport. Other way around, same thing. If you focus too much on rapport, on connection, trust, comfort, connection, and not on rapport, you get, let's just be friends. Because take a look, you're excellent, you understand each other, you are excellent together, okay, but there's no attraction, nothing sexual. So of course you're a friend. So the key is to have both at the same time. Your game should be designed by your goals. That means if your goal is one night stands, you're gonna play the game a little bit differently than if you want a long-term relationship with a girl. If you want a girl for a relationship, you're gonna play a little bit different, okay? How so? For example, if you want a one night stand with a girl, it means like you take her home one night and, game over. Then you go to clubs, high energy clubs, like whatever, like you're more like less focusing on rapport, this connection, because you don't need connection as much, but more focused on attraction. And then a little bit of trust and comfort on touch, but you don't need like to create this I'm still soulmate. You kiss the girl after 10-15 minutes. That means you go for a kiss after 10 minutes. With kissing a girl, of course, you are creating even more trust. Now you're getting even more deeper level of your relationship, whatever it is right now. Okay, from stranger, now you're like kissing, making out, which is already some move, progress. If you are taking girl from club to home, always have one place in between. Why? Because she's gonna feel really slutty and easy, like a like easy girl if she goes in a car and goes home, with you. So it's much more smooth if you go from club to some lunch bar or restaurant or whatever, and then you go home. Then in a bar say, you know what, it's 2 a.m. I have an excellent collection of music. Let's go home. I'll show you some. Or I have like some or whatever, like pictures from Australia, some stupid excuse. You always have something at home that she needs to see or that you're gonna do together. If you go for a relationship, you're searching for a girlfriend, try to avoid one night stands. That means if you're searching for a girl that you want for example, you see a beautiful girl and you really like her after talking with her, and you want her for a relationship, but there's opportunity to do same night as well. Don't do it. Why? Because you have one night stand and you call her like 5 days later, and you're like, hey, blah blah blah, and she's like, why are you calling me? It was just like adventure, just like one night, So try to, if you want a girlfriend, make it more as like a dating. Not dating like, taking her to dinners, buying, but like meet her, take a phone number, maybe kiss, but then meet tomorrow for a coffee or 2 days later for a coffee, or, or do some activity together. So it's more like, it's not just about sex. It's mostly like, I want to get to know you, who you are, behind the beauty and behind the makeup. Basically, sex is just one more deeper way of connection. That's the problem, because most guys see the sex as a goal. That's what he wants. But sex is sex is just one more, it's deeper, ultimate connection between the two persons. That's why if a girl, she feels that she's connected to you, she understands you, you're like on the same page, she's gonna sleep with you because she wants to deepen that connection.
He was nearly shot as a child. Others would have surrendered. He believed in himself and became the most famous pickup artist in Europe, for the first time on DVD. BadBoy. as seen in Neil Strauss' best-selling book, The Game. Proudly presented by The Perfect Seduction, world's premier seduction academy.